and welcome to IPW Insider, the monthly show that keeps you up to date on all IPW news and events. I'm your host and IPW announcer, Mark Franchise.
And from the Crucial Squared Circle podcast and IPW award-winning commentary team, I'm Davison Sarai.
Davison, we call this the monthly recap show for IPW, but due to unforeseen circumstances across the globe, this is actually the first IPW Insider episode in almost exactly 1 calendar year.
That's right, Franchise. That puts us in a position to recap the final IPW event of 2020, and that was none other than IPW Tough Luck, emanating from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Speaking for myself and those in attendance, it was an absolutely unforgettable show.
100%. And here we are in April 2021. IPW is on the cusp of its big return, but before we begin covering new developments, let's recap the action from last spring's final event, Tough Luck. Davison, the global outbreak was in its infancy stage at that time, and at the time, other wrestling shows were beginning to close down. This led to a number of surprising appearances at Tough Luck from some talent a lot of us were absolutely shocked to see in an IPW ring.
You're not kidding, Franchise, and it started in the very first match. How about this for an opener? Former Impact talent Dave Christ taking on a literal wrestling legend and hometown hero, the zombie princess himself, Jimmy Jacobs.
Indeed, and the crowd was absolutely thrilled to see what could be considered an independent wrestling dream match. In the end, Dave Christ was able to come away with the victory, but it's safe to say that everyone in attendance was thrilled with both men's offerings.
Indeed we were, Franchise. The show then took a turn for the more serious, as the focus was placed on arguably the hottest and most bitter storyline in IPW at the time. And we're talking about the seemingly never-ending feud between one Zach Ibiza and his former friend and bitter rival, Derek Wolf.
Davison, has there been a conflict between two other IPW wrestlers with more genuine resentment and hostility between Derek Wolf and Zach Ibiza? I can't think of any.
Me either. But yet again, Derek Wolf found a way to let his money do the talking. Rather than getting his hands dirty, he once again hired some muscle to put where his mouth is. And this time that muscle was none other than growing national superstar and former IPW world champ, Jake something. Franchise, I think it goes without saying that Ibiza may have needed a change of underwear following the announcement of his opponent.
I can't speak for the condition of Zach Ibiza's laundry, but what I can say is that we were all shocked to see Zach Ibiza come out on top once again, extending his impressive IPW win-loss record. Davison, it would appear that nothing may be able to stand in the way of Zach Ibiza finally getting his hands on Derek Wolf.
And actually, there is one thing that will prevent it, and it is associated with some unfortunate news. Sadly, IPW fans, there is news regarding IPW heavyweight champion Karam. While he was successful at Tough Luck in defending his title against the Lion of the Concrete Jungle, the monster known as Malice, Karam has since fallen to injury and is being forced to vacate his IPW world title. Let's hear from our former champ.
This Sunday, IPW returns. After a whole year awaiting, IPW returns, and I, the IPW heavyweight champion, cannot be there. A couple weeks ago, I sustained an injury that's going to keep me out for quite some time, and as much as I don't like it, I know the show has to go on, and I know they have to crown a new champion. So Sunday, whoever wins the title, I'm going to congratulate. I'm going to respect the hell out of you. You earn it, and you deserved it, and you were the best guy that's going to be there that day. But I will say that you're winning it because I'm not there. Because the epitome of a professional wrestler is not there to defend his crown, his throne. So, I will say this. I want you to enjoy, whoever it is, I want you to enjoy the title reign that you will have. But know that I will be back. And I do know that I am the legit IPW heavyweight champion. So, whoever it is, when I'm back, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to put this on the line. The real title on the line. Your title on the line. And we're going to find out who is the undisputed IPW heavyweight champion. Now, I want you to know something. I know I should be positive. I know that I shouldn't let any negativity come here and just beat me down. But man, I'll tell you what, I'm angry. I'm upset. I had good cries, and it's just turning into a little bit more. So when I come back, I know I was a threat before, but man, I'm going to be scary when I come back. So enjoy your reign. Enjoy everything that you got to do to keep the title on you. But enjoy it for as long as you can, because when I come back, the real champion, the real IPW heavyweight champion, is going to claim this title, your title, and be the number one guy he always says he was.
We at IPW all wish a speedy recovery to our fallen brother, Karim, and we have faith that he'll return bigger and badder than ever before. His injury does present an opportunity for the rest of the IPW roster, though, in that there will now be a multi-show tournament to crown a new IPW champion. As you mentioned, Davison, only one thing could keep Zach Ibiza away from Derek Wolf, and it appears that Ibiza has entered himself into the tournament.
It has been confirmed, and as expected, Derek Wolf has something to say about that.
IPW fans, this is Derek Wolf coming to you from just outside of Silicon Valley. See, I just had a tour of the Tesla facility, and I had a meeting with my buddy Elon Musk, and we discussed what his company SpaceX and Tesla could offer Wolf Industries, and in turn what Wolf Industries could offer to SpaceX and to Tesla. And it's going to be a partnership on a global level that nobody has ever seen before. Excuse me just one second. This is Derek. Look, I don't want excuses. I don't want reasons why this can't happen. We need to find a way to make it work. Do outsourcing if necessary. Look to China. Look to other countries. It doesn't need to stay American made. We just need to find a way to get this done as cost effective as possible. But in the end, it just needs to happen. So don't give me any reasons why. Don't tell me you can't. Get it done, or you're not going to be working for me anymore. Sorry about that. I had some important business matters that I needed to address, but I'm here to talk about Zach Ibiza. See, here's the deal. I just got word from the IPW commissioner that Zach, once again, no surprise here, has backed out of his match with me this coming Sunday in Battle Creek, Michigan at Trial by Combat. See, he would rather enter some tournament that he doesn't even have the ability to win. He's not good enough. He can't even compete on the same level as the people in this tournament, but he is looking to it as an excuse to not have to get in the ring with me. He is always looking for reasons why he doesn't have to face me. He's looking for ways out, and this is just so typical Zach. So Zach, I'm here to tell you that you're a coward. You're never going to face me. No matter how many times we get booked to wrestle each other, it's never going to happen because you are too scared. You don't have the balls to step into the ring with me. Prove me wrong, Zach. I'll see you this Sunday.
Tough Luck had a lot of other developments as well, including perennial crowd favorite Jimmy Hype Shaolin winning over TJ Mayers in a competitive bout. And in another surprise for the IPW crowd, we saw Michiana champion and de facto leader of the Death Threat Army, Aaron Orion, defending his title against Impact Wrestling star Hakeem Zayn in a wild affair that saw Orion once again retain the Michiana title for the DTA.
Hakeem Zayn and Karim have well-known friendship and history, and this was yet another chapter in the book of Karim versus the DTA. Also at Tough Luck, we saw a brief encounter between IPW's British Amazon, Heidi Katrina, and fellow female wrestler Tenshi, as a prelude to what could be a showdown to crown IPW's inaugural IPW Women's Champion. Fans of IPW know all about Heidi Katrina and the path of destruction she can create, so we'll have to wait and see what Tenshi can bring to the table.
Damian Chambers, represented by none other than Michigan wrestling legend Truth Martini, took on local IPW talent Roger Lanier, and Lanier was once again able to take the victory. Davison, Roger Lanier has quietly been amassing an impressive win-loss record during his time in IPW, and we can see big things from him down the road.
As Lanier was celebrating his victory, he was interrupted by none other than Adam Wick, Isaiah Bronner, and Tommy Vendetta of the Death Threat Army. Wick had plenty to say, especially considering the embarrassment he suffered at the hands of none other than Dennis the Ref at the prior IPW event, Valor.
If you recall, Dennis busted out a 450 splash onto Adam Wick at Valor, being fed up with the harassment he'd been receiving for months. Now at Tough Luck, just as it appeared that Dennis was going to meet his untimely demise at the hands of the DTA, Josh Raymond and Terry Van Avery ran out to even the odds and extended a challenge of their own. This led to a 3-on-3 match between the DTA and Van Avery, Raymond, and Dennis the Ref. To say that this bout was action from front to back would be an understatement, Davison.
You would indeed, Franchise. And I'll go out on a limb by saying that this may have been one of the most entertaining bouts in IPW history, and one that fans should go out of their way to witness. DTA was frustrated with another loss, but this match did little to settle any bad blood between these parties.
And that brings us to the top story of IPW at this time, and that is, of course, the tournament to crown a new IPW champion. IPW management is releasing news regarding the makeup of that tournament, and it appears that we have the first of 2 qualifying matches for the tournament at the upcoming show on April 25th at Full Blast in Battle Creek, Trial by Combat. Josh Raymond is going to go up against the Black Diamond and member of the DTA, Jack Price, as well as fan favorite Zach Ibiza taking on Xavier Walker.
I'll state the obvious, Franchise. Jack Price is going to be pissed about this development, as he lost the IPW title to Karam at Valor back in 2020, and he never received his rematch. Meanwhile, Josh Raymond told Aaron Orion that he would systematically cut through every member of the DTA to get another shot at his belt, and since he, Dennis, and Terry Van Avery defeated Wick, Vendetta, and Brunner at Tough Luck, it looks like the Black Diamond may be Raymond's final stepping stone before resuming his war with Orion. There's a lot happening right now in IPW, and I, for one, couldn't possibly be any more excited.
And we're all looking forward to seeing you again this Sunday, April 25th at Trial by Combat at Full Blast in Battle Creek. Tickets are on sale right now on our Facebook. Just search Independence Pro Wrestling. Face masks will be mandatory at the show, and we will be practicing safe social distancing. But come on out for IPW Trial by Combat this Sunday as IPW returns.